Communicating and understanding are two distinctly different worlds. Have you ever left a conversation thinking, that was great, I was perfectly clear, only to discover that the other person heard something completely different? Welcome to the fascinating world of neuroscience and communication. Many of us assume communication is about transmitting information one way. In reality, communication is about how information is interpreted by the person that's receiving, who has a completely different brain than you do. And that brain is bringing its own experiences, assumptions, emotions, memories, and biases. And yes, stress levels, and yes, yesterday's frustrations into today's conversations. Neuroscience tells us that our brains are not objective recording devices. They are meaning-making machines. We don't simply hear words, we interpret them. That's why one person hears, "Can you revise this report?" and thinks, "Sure, no problem," while another hears, "My entire career is apparently hanging by a thread." Effective communication isn't just about speaking clearly, it's about understanding how others perceive, receive, process, interpret, and respond to information. Research suggests that trust, psychological safety, emotional regulation, and active listening all play critical roles in successful two-way communication. When people feel respected and understood, their brains are more open to collaboration, learning, and problem solving. When people feel threatened, misunderstood, or dismissed, the brain shifts into a defensive mode that can make productive communication so much more difficult. The best communicators understand an important truth. Communication is not measured by what you say. It's measured by what the other person understands. And sometimes that means asking one of the most powerful questions in communication. Can you please tell me what you heard me say? Can you please tell me what you just heard me say? Because occasionally the message we intended to send and the message that arrived are living in completely different worlds. So the takeaway here is great communication happens when we stop focusing solely on our perception and perspective. When we stop focusing solely on delivering the message, and it's done rather quickly, rapidly. Um, it happens when we when we start focusing on how people that we're interacting with, collaborating with, engaging with, how their brains receive them. And the only way that you're going to know how it was received is simply by asking. And as the conversation ensues, be transparent. Not only can you say, can you please tell me what you heard me say? But you can also say, what did you mean when you said X, Y, and Z? This is effective communication, not only in the workplace, but in your personal life. This is relationship building, where communication is at the heart, at the heart and the center of everything that we do. Thank you.